hard.
We
were. What? Remember the old commercial where
Yeah.
where they
they
were in the
made
kitchen?
Was
what
it Rice Krispie bars or something?
It might have
wasn't
been,
it?
but they sprinkled powder all over their flour,
Like-
and then they went out like they had worked so hard. That's kind of like what we were doing this morning.
Pretty much.
We weren't. We were not working that hard, but we did solve a lot of problems. We didn't take a picture of ourselves. This thing for YouTube. There we go. So
I don't know.
You're
What
supposed
is
to have
that?
a fresh picture
Yes, but
to go
what-
with the video.
What is your filter on that? That's
It's
just...
a good one.
Yeah.
It's on Snapchat.
Oh, well.
So yeah, it makes you look like you're more glam than you really are. But you all
Way
know what we
more.
really look like.
Yeah.
But we want to look good on YouTube too. So okay, you want to say hello to some of these ladies, and I'll catch my breath and I'll trade you. I'll trade you in a second.
Hello, Kathy. You were our first one on today. You win the prize, which is a morning
shout out.
is a shout out with us. And Cindy Woods is here. Lisa Colwell is here. Patty Hurd Unruh. Friday. Yeah, that's for
I'm
sure.
having-
Alvita Cates is here, and Carol Barbeau, and Cindy Parcell. Good morning to you. Lynn Cachero is here. Hello. Good morning to Roxanne and Mary. And Mary Mosier and Joni Weeks is here. Cheryl Sanders. Are you getting your breath?
I'm good. You want me
Good
to-
morning, ladies from KC. Deanna Fehrenbacher brought the family up for some great fun. How
Awesome. That'll be
awesome.
fun, Deanna.
Okay, whoops, there. Patty says fun day instead of fun yay. I
Yeah.
like fry yay.
I like Friday too.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
I said we'd be
Let's see.
rousing in our...
Miss Shelley is here,
Yeah,
and let's see, Abby. Can Abby come up?
Abby!
I need Abby to come up for just a second.
She's coming.
Okay.
I bet
Can
she
you hear
is.
the footsteps?
No,
Let's
but
see.
She's like a...
Vicki Franklin is here, and Karen McQuillan. Velma Gertzen is here, and she's in Carthage.
Yes,
Is
she's
she
at the Precious Moments.
They still
Yeah.
do that.
Yep, she does. And it's
Awesome.
I'm so glad you got to go, Velma. I know that you planned that, and you were planning one recently or a while ago and weren't able to go. So
Awesome. Here's
and
Abby.
she is. I tell you, she's
So-
like. she's
so
like that.
We had one of our customers sent a gift for each one of us, and we opened it last night on the show. And I just want to give Denise and Abby their gift. This came from Shelley Anderson, and it is it's a cute little devotional, very short, but really nice. And I just thought that was so nice. And so Shelley,
Yeah.
thank
you.
you. And we're getting them passed out. But
Nice.
isn't that nice?
I like that a
Yeah,
lot.
I do
And I like
too.
that it's so little, so like even if you're traveling, you can just put it in your bag real easy.
Absolutely. Very
So-
cute. Yes.
I like the
appreciate
short and
it.
sweet style.
I do too. And right
So-
now, I'm not in a short and sweet area. I'm in Genesis.
Oh, we are too still.
Well,
Have you had adventure?
there's a lot of begats and beguns, and people die.
Oh. Oh my goodness. But Shelley, thank you again
Yes,
so
thank
much.
you
And
very
then
much.
I will make sure that I share the card with these girls as well. She wrote us a very sweet card.
Thank you, Shelley.
So
Very, very
yeah.
kind.
So thank you. We certainly don't expect this at all, but it is really heartwarming.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
It
very
is.
nice. So okay, well let's see who else is here.
All
Let's
right.
get Denise
Back to
started.
work.
Oh, back to good morning to Britt and Kathleen and Kathy both, and Darcy is on. Connie Grennan is here. Were you guys sitting around gabbing and lost track of time? Yeah, pretty much.
That's exactly.
Pretty much, Lynn.
We met
Yep.
somebody at
Yep,
the
it is
seed.
Shelley's fault.
It is Shelley's fault, not
Yeah.
Shelley Bartell.
Not Shelley
this
Bartell
time.
today. That was
Although we saw
yesterday.
her, she was
And Wednesday.
She was on a mission too, so she was there as we were paying.
Yeah.
But no, Shelley, another Shelley, Shell. I call
Shell.
her Shell. and she came, and we just started jibber jabbering, and pretty soon I did sort of remember
Because
that your alarm
our alarm
off.
had gone off and our snooze had gone off, which means like we have to leave. And we were still just, ladies, you know how it is. We don't even need to explain it.
I didn't even tell you this, but I set 2 alarms, and I got up to the first one, and the second one went off in the bathroom. So I feel like I have bonus points.
You should have some bonus.
So
that's good.
I have a pass. You don't, but I have a pass for being late. Kind of.
We're good. Susan, hello to you, Susan. And Peggy Yankee is here. Roxanne said, took a road trip to the center of the United States yesterday and had a great meal at the Buffalo Rome in Mankato. Also went to the Ball of Twine. Cool. And I think there are multiple centers of the United States, because we were talking about documentaries this morning, and I saw a documentary of all the places that say they're the middle of the United States. Depends on where you measure from. But Mankato, great little town. So Roxanne.
We live on a round ball.
We do.
So United States, I can understand that's, but since we're in a round ball, it's like telling somebody, a man, to go in a round room and pee in the corner. So it's all right.
Oh my goodness. Cindy says, ready to enjoy the morning with the AA ladies. Did you run here from the mustard seed? I drove very fast.
She did.
I drove very fast. And Shelley Bartell came across the street. And she's like, did you forget that you drove? Or what are you doing here now? Because I just zipped into the parking space right out front, and I did run in here from the car. Hello to Abby.
Oh, they couldn't see Abby. Sorry.
Oh, no.
Maybe. We're just behind.
Sorry. We're getting a lot of comments behind.
Shelley says, thank you, or you're welcome.
You're welcome.
I mean, we
yes,
said
that was, but it was very nice.
And Diana's here.
Yay, happy Friday. Run like the wind. Well, the wind is, you don't even have to run because the wind just pushes you today. Patty said, I know how it is. I had a girls' night last night, and time really gets away from us. And yeah, it just can. And it seems like where the time gets away is in the last 5 minutes, because we kind of have it timed. And if we would just get up when the alarm went off, we would be fine.
Yeah, it's like that second alarm we're waiting for.
Roxanne says, I've been to coffee with these two. Time flies. Yes, because we have so many subjects to cover in like 1 hour.
It's true.
It's true.
Maybe
Teresa,
we should start earlier, but then I'd have to set a third alarm.
A different alarm. Oh my goodness. Vicky's coming in to pick up her orders today. That is awesome. We'll look forward to seeing you. Let's see. Teresa's there. Hold on to your hats. It is windy. Yes, yes, yes. You're getting lots of you're so funnies, which is true. It is so true. Kathy says, Roxanne, you were up in my hometown area, great restaurant, and everyone should see the Ball of Twine. Have you ever seen the Ball of Twine?
I have not seen the Ball of Twine.
Okay. It is something to see.
I have, however, seen ginormous dust puppies in my bedroom. And I did not take a picture because...
I did take a picture today. I took a picture of the old geezer table because you ladies can understand this.
Yes.
This is, I love this.
Yeah.
First of all, I love that we have this, and I think many small towns have this. But
that way, just a little bit. There you go.
But, when we talk about the old geezer table, this is what it looks like. And today, they were stealing chairs from all over the mustard seed because guys just kept coming.
Yeah.
So,
it was like somebody said free coffee, or I don't think it was
I don't think it was.
No, but they were, maybe somebody said it just to get them there.
Maybe. Lured them in. Susan's baking 12 loaves of banana bread. Oh my goodness. That would smell better than any candle. I mean, we're candle sellers, but you can't replicate that in a candle. No. Let's see. There is Miss Bonna. Good morning to you. And oh goodness, that is a lot of bread. Roxanne said, Kathy, where do you live? I grew up in Tipton, so been to the Ball of Twine lots. We were driving friends around from Massachusetts. Fun! That is so cool. Jeannie's got a package coming today. Woohoo!
Fun.
Patty said, oh yes, sometimes the last 5 minutes can take another hour when you're doing the farewell tour with friends. Yes, or with family. You start the goodbye process and it's another hour.
It is hilarious. I read something about it recently. A Midwestern goodbye takes an hour and a half.
I love that.
And it's so true. When I read it, I was laughing and crying all at the same time because I thought, this is so us.
Oh yes. There is Miss Joni, and good to have you on today. And Chris says, I've seen the biggest Ukrainian egg in Wilson. Very nice. I have not seen that.
Yeah.
We should go on a tour of all the unusual things in Kansas. Roxanne said, oh, Denise, that's a snorting laugh comment. Yeah.
Sorry.
Kathy says she lives in Hayes but grew up in Glasgow. There is Vernita, and Vernita sent me pictures too. I love when you all send me pictures. I really do. Let's see if I can find Vernita's right here. So, for those of you that maybe are newer, Vernita is up in Wyoming, just wide open spaces. But she sent me these pictures of the deer sitting in the snow. But isn't that just peaceful and pretty? And I love the snow. It's very nice. And let's see what my Aunt Bev sent me.
Let's do.
No pictures. So letter from a mother to her child. Ooh. We'll have to save that for later.
Yeah.
But Hoots love the geezers. Yeah.
Hoots but she said it was autocorrect.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Love the geezers. Yep.
Love them.
And I just think, I think it's important for us to get together and just chitter chatter. And I think because you people get on with us and chitter chatter as well, I think it is important to women. But I think it's really important for guys too.
They won't admit it.
Oh, no. But
yes.
They do more talking than we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is saying a lot. So, never lose that humor. We'll try not to.
Velma said her grandchildren added some twine when they went to see it.
Okay, very good.
Holy cow! I clearly need to go to the Ball of Twine.
You got to bring twine though when you go. Okay, so we had a mystery this morning. Mary Mosier baked pumpkin bread. Yum! It does make the house smell good.
I baked yesterday.
You did. You want to tell them what you baked?
Sure. I baked some sugar cookies and I call them Russian tea cakes. Some people call them Mexican wedding cake. Little white balls that you can just pop in your mouth.
And when you bite, and you need, I think you got to have coffee with those, but you don't do coffee.
No, BJ doesn't either, and he popped 2 in before he even took his coat off when he got home from work.
Oh.
But he helped me decorate and that's just, oh my goodness. I tried the flooding method, and I will maybe try to remember to take a picture of the done ones, but yeah, I baked, so.
Well, I'm skipping because we have so many comments here, but Kathy Voth said they get mad at you when you steal chairs from other tables at the Mustard Seed. The old geezers are living dangerously.
They were.
They were, because they were having to go a ways to get there.
Well, and there was a table behind us that had
They had also stolen chairs.
And when I'm telling stories, I use my hands, and I'm all involved. And I sometimes, when I'm talking to Vicki across from me, I put my arm on the chair right next to me. It's perfect. It's just right there. And it wasn't there today. I'm like, whoa.
And then I set up my camera to catch it on video if she did it again, but she didn't.
They gave us our chair back.
Okay, Patty Unruh says, I ordered 2 jars of corn salsa and a set of 3 peelers. Thanks for posting. And I told Denise about that today. I feel a little odd about doing that, but these items that we just, I would love if we could sell Jake and Amos. It was our #1 selling product.
The freight was killing us.
We have to order it in by pallets, and we simply, without sampling things, it is difficult to sell gourmet foods.
Yeah.
And it's a passion of mine. I love it. I love these vendors. So we're looking for things that are more lightweight, like our ravens. We're able to ship that. But some of these things in jars we simply cannot do. So I thought I'm going to try to put those out there in a link so that you can order it. And I think we get about 8 cents commission. We have to put a disclaimer because it's an affiliate link. So we want to be upfront and honest with you that yes, we're going to earn a little bit of money, but it is a teeny tiny amount. So you're not paying anything extra by buying it off of our link. But you know what? It does help us get our name out a little. I guess if that would be the benefit to it, would be just getting the name out. So
I mean, the thing is we're living in a new world. And,
we are. And we want you to be able to get those things that you love that we've sold for so many years.
That's absolutely true. I told
but
Vicki,
thank you, Patty.
I was on a mission to find creamed honey from North Dakota because they make the best apparently. And I finally found it. And it was the exact stuff that I had bought when I was there. But I couldn't, it wasn't on Amazon, which is great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I went to the actual
Farm.
website of the farm that makes it, and they tell you where the bees come from. And my son-in-law loves creamed honey. Didn't know it existed until last year when I bought him his first tub of it, and he's like, I had no idea. So, impressing your son-in-law.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's like a win.
Lana says we still need a Facebook page to share pictures within our group. And Lana, it is on a sticky note on my desk to get that done, and I just have not gotten it done. And I feel like I already have a page set up. I just have to dig into the back end of our Facebook and find how to share it with you.
It's kind of like the dark web.
It is. It is.
I don't know if I can say that,
is.
and I hope I don't get...
Shelley said, my husband would come home and knew more gossip than I did working downtown. Totally get it. So because we're in this little tiny town, people expect us to know everything. I don't know anything going on. We literally live in this bubble of Adrian's, whatever size this building is.
Oh, yeah.
We are busy all day long. We are not out gathering information on the streets.
Years ago, someone called the store. I was answering the phone, and it was a gentleman, and he needed the zip code for some random place that was around here, but he knew that we would know it at Adrian's.
Well, we've had a lot of questions over. We could do a whole show on that.
We've had
oh my goodness, we have had some winners.
Some winners.
But not as much recently.
No.
It's been in the days gone by.
And I probably won't remember all of them, but they're just you get them and you're like,
what? Wait.
And then you get on the interweb, the World Wide Web, and you look it up and you give it to them, and they're like, I knew you'd do that.
Oh my, that's so funny. Diane says our grands are going to be confused about the meaning of bye because when we FaceTime, their parents ask them to say goodbye numerous times because we keep talking. So here is our life saga. When we FaceTime Grady, which is not quite every day, but almost, if you don't say goodbye properly, he has to call back.
Oh.
Because he gets very upset that he has not said goodbye, or if I don't say goodbye and Papa says goodbye, everyone that's on the call, Mom, Dad, Grady, Papa, Grandma, we all have to say goodbye before it's an official goodbye. And if you don't, he'll throw a fit. And
sounds a little bit like the Waltons, the ending of the Waltons.
Night, Grandpa.
Bye, John Boy. Or good night, John Boy.
Oh my goodness. Oh, yummy. Sandra's making cream puffs. Yum. Those are a favorite. Marlene called them Russian tea cakes.
That's
I
what
know
we
there's,
always did.
yeah, but you're more of a Russian German Mennonite family.
So
I don't
you
know.
called them, what did you call them?
Mexican wedding cakes.
Never. I mean, there's
Yeah.
nothing wedding about it or cake. I mean,
There's
it
not.
is
It's not a
cakey.
cake either.
It's
so.
butter and some powdered sugar, lots of powdered sugar, I might add. It's all good.
So Chi-Chi says, Roxanne, when I met Mary, I didn't know she was Dan's sister since she moved from, I think, somewhere
New
it's covered up.
Jersey.
She wore a Beloit t-shirt one day, and I asked her if she knew Dan. This is, yeah. Kathy says, my husband goes to McDonald's on Saturday morning with a group of guys. I affectionately call it the Saturday morning boyfriend BS club. Bet you can guess what BS stands for. I could make a guess.
I have a couple out
Yeah,
there.
yeah. There's Debbie Mitzner. Howdy, howdy, ladies. Sandra says, kind of like having your pew at church. So true. So when our church went from pews and they did this remodel to chairs, it was so funny because the configuration was completely different. Yet everyone sat in their designated GPS location on the world map. I mean, it was like you went to the exact same location, even though there was no pew there anymore, and the rows were divided very differently. I'm telling you, 90% of the people are still sitting in that location today, including the Adrians. So
that's funny.
Oh
man, we're behind again.
We're 100 behind.
Okay, we're gonna.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Debbie said, "Oh yes, that Jake and Amos,
Good
good
stuff.
stuff. Oh my gosh, yes,
Okay.
yes. Okay, we're gonna skip. I hate it." Patty said the Swiss peelers are 3 for $12.99, and I think that I'm gonna say it was still on last night when I looked at it, so I think that price is still good. But I went to reorder that. It's a $250 reorder. I just can't do that. Buy $250 worth of peelers, and so
Well, that's
Coon-Racon.
Coon-Racon.
Yep. Okay, I'm skipping.
I would love those knives. We could buy some knives. Okay,
We'll see.
I'll be quiet.
Patty said there are so many that sit in the same spot every Sunday. They stop and look confused when someone's in their spot. Oh yes. And
No.
I think,
I love it.
we are creatures of habit, Roxanne.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Okay, we're gonna do. It's just yummy goodness. I need the recipe for Russian cookies wedding. I think it's one that's out there.
Yeah.
I think if you look up.
It's in my Betty Crocker
Oh, okay.
cookbook. But I will tell you, it's 2 sticks of butter softened, and it's just only a half a cup of powdered sugar to begin with, and you cream that together, and then 2 1/4 or 2 1/2.
It's a thick dough.
It's a thick
stiff
dough. Yeah, you have to. You don't want to overdo it, but over mix it. But it helps to have a mixer and not a hand mixer. Hand mixer often will make it won't come together as well as a paddle mixer. But
Okay.
having said all of that, it's got nuts in it if you want. If you don't put nuts in it, it's called something else.
It's like Almond Joy, and what's the other one? The one without the nuts? What was the song?
Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy has nuts.
Almond Joy's got nuts.
What's the other one?
Mounds
don't. Okay. Susie says, I'm sitting in a high school class and it's hard not to laugh out loud. Well, you have to have that Walton good night. Absolutely. Absolutely. Diane said, so right, when my husband comes home from the barber shop, he has all kinds of information. Yes. Yes.
Somebody asked about the creamed honey. Where do you get it?
What's the name of that place that you... She'll look that up while I pick the question of the day for trivia. Because it's December, we're doing trivia now. Okay, yesterday we had one that was kind of hard, so I'm going to give you a super easy one, ladies. So get your fingers ready, exercise your fingers. I am, Roxanne said the Buffalo Room restaurant had flavored whipped honey. She almost bought a jar. Well, you'll have to go back.
It's called a touch of honey, and it's. I'll maybe see
We'll
if
figure it
Vicki
out.
will let me put the
Yeah.
link on.
We can do that.
Okay.
Okay, here is the question of the day. I'm scrolled to the end. Get your fingers ready. Again, super simple. You will not need Google for this. What well-known maker of Christmas cards has a crown as its symbol? I'm going to give you a clue. Oh, it
I
was
am the
Denise's
problem.
fault.
Oh gosh. Ding dang. Somebody said.
Just a second. It's coming. Here we go. There we go. I think we're back. And we figured out this ding dang Denise. She sent me a text with that link, and that's what cut us off. Yep. I would love to
Yeah.
figure that out and somehow disconnect my personal phone number from
That.
this, but it all runs under one umbrella.
It's the Apple umbrella.
Yeah, so it's just kind of how it is. So there we go. We are back. And of course, the correct answer was Hallmark. If you missed it, Cindy Parcell was our winner, and she got a whopping $12. $12. So that is going to be going in, well, I'm sure it is already in her account.
Yeah.
Hallmark, I was afraid I missed the snow and gazebo, and that's from LaRue. So I told you I've been watching some of the holiday movies on Discovery Plus, and I just love these where they're working in the different characters from the DIY type shows that are on TV. And I'm just not a huge watcher, but I'm enough of a watcher to recognize the people.
Sure.
And it's fun to see them in a different setting. The one with Reed Drummond, I just loved the. Luckily, I stayed on for the outtakes at the end, and she was like, "This was so fun." It was the first time she'd ever been on a movie set. She just said, "I just absolutely loved it. Loved watching the process and seeing how it's so different from what she does in her show because they come to her. Her building is built for it." Nothing really moves.
Right.
And on a movie set, the scenes are changing and the snow is coming and all that
Right.
stuff. And it was a cute show, and I'll try to look it up and see what the name of that one was. But
I thought I heard Knox, but oh.
we
Abby's
are
on it.
back. Oh, she's on it. She is good to go. Well, let's see. Any other big news? Do we have any other big stuff to share today? You know what? I should share this.
Please do.
I'm going to, you can stay up for this. I only have a few things from, I never got yesterday's launches, but I want to do, there are some boots that I definitely want to show you all. The first item, can you look up on the online store? Here, I think I got it. Oh
Well, you're
my.
way quicker than I am. There.
Here we go. If we start right there.
Mhm.
There is the Zanana sweater in this awesome hot pink. This
Yeah.
fuchsia color is so pretty. $36.99 on that. And it comes extra small to 3X.
I'm not wearing the sweater, but I look like the model.
Hey, Joan. Okay, next, look at these cute boots. If we ever got snow or real winter, that would be fun to wear. But this is just fun to wear for fashion reasons.
Absolutely.
These are only $39.99.
Because why else would we wear boots other
And
than fashion reasons?
They come in sizes 6 to 10, so I wanted to make sure I got those out today. But this was my pick of the day.
Pick of the day.
Because I want to be like Pat Canoyer. This is
Oh,
the shoes I want to wear
Yep.
in my Pat Canoyer life. This
yeah.
is, I do not have a pair of slippers like this.
No.
And I think I could totally be into this.
Oh, the slip-in kind.
Yeah, the Sherpa
Mhm.
slip-ons with a hard sole. So
Yep.
sold 103. This is what I'd like to have for my winter wardrobe.
Oh.
And I could even wear them to work.
I have some that they're not Sherpa line though.
And then
But,
this next one, I thought these were really cute for all of us sparkly girls. This has a little bit of rhinestone trim on it. These are $39.99, which again, I think are some really good prices.
Absolutely.
This comes sizes 6 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
And let's face it, ladies. Now, I know some of you are name brand, and I don't want to mess anything up for
No.
the UGG people, but I just can't see paying, $100 plus, probably way beyond that at this point, for a pair of boots that you really don't wear very often in the
Right.
winter. And so I am totally good to wear, this is a kind of more of an off brand, but for as much as I'm going to wear that, I'm going to be good with it.
Geometric raw trim. She's wearing
I must be out of order. I loved these too. Where is that?
Whoop.
There it is.
Yep.
Okay. Like I say, yesterday it was short and sweet. We only had about 8 items launched yesterday, but isn't that a cute one? This is very much that Aztec look, raw hem, cute, $36.99 on that one. So you might want to check that out. And because we've already had a show since then, you're going to have to scroll down a little bit on your online exclusives to get to those items, because we have added since then.
Yeah.
But some cute things yesterday, and we just didn't have time in the day to get them all
Time does
launched.
fleet.
It is fleeting. What size would fit the large? Elaine, if you're talking about the Very G, Very G runs a little bigger. And Patty and I usually have found that we can wear the large, which is, I'm generally wearing a 1X. Patty's wearing a large to an extra large. So, where is Jana Montana? Yes, she must have had other things. I like this about Lisa. I also can't own a bag that costs more than what I have in my wallet.
That is, we should make a sign for that.
We need to. I'm going to take a picture of that one. I don't get it. I nothing against anybody that does that, because I have things that I like to spend my money on. My mother-in-law would always say, everyone has places they'll scrimp and save because they want to spend on. I mean, she loved shoes, and she would buy just gorgeous shoes.
Yeah.
And you know what? But she would save. I mean, she would eat expired food. She would save in so many other ways. But yeah, we are all like that. But yeah, I have been like to the Fendi store in Vegas, where they have like 12 bags in the whole store and 2 security officers at the door and a couple of salespeople, and the bags are like $4,000 and $6,000.
What do they put gold in them?
Yeah, they do. It is for carrying gold only.
Okay.
So,
good to know.
can you go grab the door,
I sure
please?
can.
Yeah, I'm just because I like to have a change of scenery in my wardrobe or in my purse. Yeah, I just don't spend a ton. Patty says, I have some Sherpa slip-ons right now. You know, I have a pair, and they are ancient, and they are from Eddie Bauer, Land's End, or somewhere. I got them as a gift years and years ago, and they're the little bit taller slip-on slippers, and I love them, but after all these years, the bottoms are starting to kind of give out, and so I will be needing a new pair of like indoor, outdoor slipper shoe type things. So Debbie says she just got her Adrian's package. Boy, the wind is messing with the internet. Yes, we have high wind today and high wind tomorrow, so we're probably going to be dealing with that a little bit. I hope I haven't missed anybody's. Kathy said those fancy name purses are ridiculously priced. I just can't do it. It's up to you. You know, we have, I get it. I get it. Some people, that is their thing, and I get that. My thing is, I like that we bought a camper, and so a lot of people would think that is crazy. Even some of my family thinks it's a little crazy because we live on a farm. We don't have to go anywhere to get wide open space. And, but there's just something about, we just enjoy it a lot. And so if you have a fancy purse, you just enjoy it and love it. Lynn says, I do love the trendy designer bags, and I shouldn't say this, but I have a hookup for inspired bags that are exact replicas. We probably won't post that link because we don't want to get shut down. But yes, there's all kinds of that going out there too. Benita said, I ought to show you my old shoes. I just wore them to take the trash out into the park with my granddaughter. Cindy, that's cool that you go camping. You know, we all have our thing. We all have our thing. I think I'm going to have to skip. That's right. Here's Shelley. I'm going to end with Shelley's quote here. My dad used to say to not spend all of your money on an expensive new wallet because you won't have anything to put in it. Love that. I love that. Ladies, I will see you back here at 1 o'clock. I hope you have a fabulous morning. I know this is a really busy time of the year, but I hope you get to just take a little bit of time, sit down, relax, put your feet up, read a little devotional book. Just take a little quiet time for yourself so that you can get through all the craziness of this season. We hope to see you back here at 1 o'clock, but if not, we'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Patty and I will both be here. See you later. Bye-bye.